Welcome to the Hollywood Garbage Dump Review, where we look at trailers and movies to see if there's any hidden imagery or symbolism that's not obvious, not clearly associated with the movie's main ideas or characters. And previously I had reviewed Hobbs and Shaw Fast and Furious and found a number of different things that weren't obviously associated with the movie, like upside down pyramids, right side up pyramids showing as above so below, hexagons, pentagrams, different things that we see becoming more and more involved with our forms of entertainment. So when I see a movie or movie trailer that features a lot of things like that, but that aren't associated directly with the movie or the main characters, then I point it out. But after seeing Hobbs and Shaw Fast and Furious, I wanted to do a follow-up review and take it out of the garbage dump. And the reason I'm going to do that is because, oh man, here comes the fake applause. I know. Well, save that for Fallon, Colbert, Kimmel. But I am happy to take it out. And the reason I'm taking it out is because even though I did notice a lot of the same things, the movie overall does not highlight them in the ways that are as much concern to me as they were when I did the initial review. In fact, I would say that the movie overall, in spite of having a number of pretty intense action scenes, obviously a lot of killing and punching, nonetheless presents several positive main ideas. Main in the sense that they're carried throughout the movie or highlighted at some point. And so even though there is a lot of killing and fighting, it's not graphic killing. You get a lot of guns and punching and martial arts, but it's not like you're seeing people ripped apart and blood and guts going everywhere. That's not happening. There's not any nudity that would be, I think, offensive to people. There's really not a lot of profanity. The Rock mouths a couple words to Statham when he's outside the elevator going down the building, and there's a few terms used, but obviously you're dealing with a lot of conflict and things, but it's not featured. It's not like you're getting F-bombs throughout the movie, not even close. And surprisingly, they are able to take something I didn't expect, and that is difficulty between The Rock and his extended family. I won't get into spoilers, but I'll talk about some things in general, involving him as a police officer, law enforcement, and them in previously being involved in crime, and turn that into something that I didn't see coming, and that is that the people that were involved in the crime, by the time The Rock kind of comes around to where they are, they've moved on. They've transformed. They're on the outs with The Rock because, as I mentioned, they had some law enforcement issues, and he's a law enforcement officer. So they develop that, though, and bring it around in a way that I think is great. And that is to show that people who are involved in crime, while they may get weak at times, succumb to things, they're really just hurting themselves. But if they use that energy and talent to actually do good work, they'd probably make more money. And in the movie, they do. And they're happier. So I thought that was a great thought to carry through and establish in the movie. And it also helped explain why The Rock doesn't get along with his family, but it's something that they can work out. I'll let you see if they do or not. But that's a good idea that's highlighted in the movie. They also present this idea of man and machine, which you see very frequently in movies today. And so the Idris Elba character, and he does a good job of playing a villain. They highlight him as an upgraded human with these technical advancements. But the movie overall comes down on the negative in terms of merging humans and machine. And in fact, even promotes the idea of more interpersonal involvement and association versus the kind of impersonal, technical, email, message, even video association that we do. It's not that those things are bad, of course, but the movie doesn't promote them in place of more healthy and constructive in-person association. So that's highlighted in the movie. I'm also proud to say the movie is pro-hetero. And it doesn't get confusing. There's no like pro-hetero and then pro-homo. And so you're like, oh, okay, it's all that. No. It's not that people can't be pro-homo, right? If it's legal, fine. Go for it. I'm not here to stop you from doing those things. I'm just going to do the things I believe are correct. And I'm going to promote the things I believe promote what I believe I can show is correct. And one of those things is hetero. Hetero relationships, men and women. The movie does that. And it doesn't do it overly, right? It doesn't overly sexualize anybody, really. But it's clearly hetero. And that's good to see. Because I believe that while homosexuality is legal in many places and people can choose what they want to do, as long as they're not violating people against their will, it's not a healthy relationship. And it's damaging a lot of people. So I'm glad to see the movie not promoting damaging relationships in that way. And in fact, helping to cultivate more normal hetero relationships. So I found those aspects of the movie positive, worth mentioning on a review, and reasons enough to take it out of the garbage dump. Because, you know, when we do the Hollywood reviews where we're trying to find... oh, here comes the fake applause again. Well, you know, I can see why. I can see why that would happen. Because, you know, when you find out something's better than you thought it was, or in the case of garbage, right? When you throw something away, or when a waiter or waitress comes to your table and you were at the bathroom and you weren't done, but they couldn't tell and they took it. They started taking it away and you just get back and you're like, no, 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 no. I want that. I'm not done yet. So sometimes we have to reset the table in the sense that, no, we're not finished. We can eat that. It's not as bad as we thought. A few problems at first, or maybe you thought I was done, but I'm not. So I'm giving Fast and Furious at least a more positive review. I think overall it has themes and ideas that are good, in at least in comparative terms with what we normally see in movies today. And while it does have violence that I cannot recommend, and certain kinds of dialogue between the main characters that obviously I don't believe as a Christian is healthy, in terms of the movie and what we get nowadays from Hollywood, I'll take it. I'll take it. I mean, at this point, you give me pro-hetero, you give me pro-hard work, and develop a good business, and don't destroy yourself with bad habits and criminal activity. You give me a movie that promotes how people can come together more interpersonally with family and resolve their issues and not become too connected with machines, I'll take it. At this point, I'll take it. Now, whether or not you want to see the movie is up to you. I can't recommend it because there's too many other things that as a Christian I can't accept for you. And so that's why it's up to you to see the movie. And if you do, let me know what you think. I'll be interested in seeing what you thought about the different scenes, the interrelationship between Statham and The Rock. There's also a couple surprise appearances by different actors. One of which, one guy I'll mention, there's Ryan Reynolds, the guy who plays Deadpool. And I haven't watched either Deadpool movie. I'm not a Deadpool fan. I don't like Deadpool. I think he promotes abusive relationships. And, you know, I just don't like his character. He's outside of what I can tolerate. It's just my own personal view, right? If you like it, go for it. You can watch what you want to. But Ryan Reynolds in this movie does a great job. I don't really like him in a lot of the things he does. But in this movie, the people that cast this movie did an outstanding job. Obviously, Statham and The Rock have a special chemistry. Idris Elba fits right in. I mean, those three are a good combination for this type of movie. She fits in well. And then Ryan Reynolds, he plays a part that is perfect for his personality and character. You'll see what I mean. He's kind of like a smart aleck, but it's not so smart. Like Deadpool annoys me when I see scenes with him or different clips. It's just too much. It's too much smart aleckness. Plus all the other stuff and his disgusting ways. But in this movie, Ryan Reynolds is funny. And it's not even he's trying to be. It's just the character he's playing allows him to be naturally funny. And I wouldn't normally say that because I don't like him. So, I wanted to give you my more complete review of the movie now that I've seen it. I wanted to take it out of the garbage dump based just on the imagery and symbolism so that, we don't have a movie review in there that really doesn't reflect, I think, the main ideas that you'll come away with if you watch it.